In May of 2014, a rather terrifying video was uploaded to the YouTube channel Dr. Lost Syndrome. In the video, the uploader, along with his friend, decided to explore an abandoned hideout located in the middle of nowhere. The video begins with the explorers venturing deep into the woods to locate the building. After walking for a while, they eventually located the abandoned structure. Once inside, they started exploring and noticed that most of the area was covered in graffiti. They then pulled out their spray paint and began tagging over the old graffiti. However, as they were spraying, that's when they encountered something extremely bizarre.
Such a dump.
Territory.
What are you gonna do?
It's a dump, but I gotta make sure, make a note of things. Come on.
Okay. You have to do it slower.
Hello? I don't think there's anyone out there. That's weird.
You probably should go check.
Yeah.
After hearing the loud bang, the explorers initially didn't think too much about it and dismissed it. But after hearing the noise for the second time, they began to suspect that someone might be outside and was responsible for causing it. They then stepped out to investigate the surrounding areas, but despite searching everywhere, they unfortunately found nothing that could have caused those noises. Although a bit anxious about the commotion, they eventually brushed it off and returned to the building. For the next several minutes, they continued tagging the structures, and they fortunately didn't hear any noises during this time. However, just moments later, that's when things started to take a turn for the worse for the two explorers.
Wait, do you want to keep this or should I take it with me?
Oh, let me keep it. Oh, it's got some nice graffiti. What? What the hell?
To the explorers' absolute shock, the masked man suddenly ran towards them and even attacked one of the explorers, which immediately knocked him to the ground. Disturbingly, the individual was also armed with a metal pipe, indicating that he could have potentially used it against them, which could explain why he instantly fell to the floor. The video then abruptly cuts off, and there is no further update regarding whether the duo was safe or how they managed to escape this terrifying encounter. Given the lack of information surrounding this video, it remains unclear who the masked man was, or most importantly what his intentions were. Consequently, the ultimate fate of the explorers and the truth behind this entire situation remains a chilling mystery. If you've enjoyed the video so far, it would mean a lot if you considered subscribing. Over 95% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. Your support really helps the channel grow, and in return, I promise to keep bringing you guys the best quality content. Now let's get back to the video. In September of 2025, a YouTuber named 2Swag uploaded a video titled "Exploring the World's Largest Abandoned Mall" to his channel 2Swag Production. His channel primarily focuses on urban exploration, and he frequently posts footage of his experiences exploring various abandoned locations around the world. In this particular video, the uploader, along with one of his friends, decided to explore an abandoned mall known as the Forest Fair Mall, situated in Cincinnati, Ohio. According to the explorers, the mall has been closed since 2022 and is considered to be one of the biggest abandoned malls in the United States. Since its closure, it is set to be demolished, and due to its abandoned status, it is constantly surveilled and monitored by multiple security guards. Despite all this, the explorers remained completely undeterred and set out to explore the abandoned facility. As the duo began their exploration, they initially walked around the mall to find an entrance. During this time, they spotted a red truck that was parked outside the building. The duo, thinking that the truck was empty, decided to take a chance and started making their way towards the mall. However, as they were approaching the entrance, that's when they encountered something that sent them running out of the building.
Yo, there's security right there. They're parked outside, but they're actually inside. I'm pretty sure there's two of them. There's one right there, and then you can't see the other truck, but it's right there. So, I mean, So we're gonna leave for a little bit and then we're gonna try again. I don't think, is he driving towards us?
No, he's sitting in there, but he definitely saw us, bro. Yeah, now he's driving.
Oh shit, he's coming to us. I don't want to encounter him because then he's gonna know what we look like. All right, if he comes towards us, we're running, bro. He can't see us. He can barely see us. Oh no, he coming. He coming. He coming. He coming. Yes, yes, yes. We gotta get out of here without being seen by him.
Unfortunately for the explorers, the red truck wasn't empty, and a security guard was indeed sitting inside it, which immediately forced the explorers to rush into the parking lot. The guard then got out of his truck and began following them. The duo, upon realizing this, immediately started running away and made their way out of the mall before the guard could get to them. But they did, however, return to the building a few hours later to continue with their exploration. Fortunately for the explorers, during their second attempt, they didn't get spotted, and they managed to enter the mall with relative ease. For almost the next 10 minutes, they cautiously explored the building, and they thankfully didn't encounter any security guards. They then left that area and decided to explore the ground floor. However, as they were walking through that section, that's when they stumbled upon something truly disturbing.
Don't go out the main area.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Okay.
Literally. How did y'all get in here?
We found an open door.
No, y'all did.
Yeah, we did.
Every door is literally boarded up.
We'll leave.
No. Every door is boarded up. How did y'all get in here?
We'll leave.
We'll leave. Where the fuck do we go?
As the explorers were walking through the ground floor, they unfortunately ran into a different security guard and ultimately got caught for the second time. The duo once again started running away and made their way out of the building before the guard could catch them. But this time they decided not to return to the mall immediately, as they had been caught multiple times within a couple of hours, and they knew that if they were caught again, they could face charges for trespassing or any other criminal offenses. But despite this setback, the duo didn't give up. About a month later, they decided to test their luck again and returned to the same abandoned mall for the third time. However, little did the explorers know that what they were about to encounter next would be far worse than anything they had experienced during their previous visits.
Like 5 minutes ago, a cop pulled up on us. So we're just trying to not have that happen again. But once we get into this parking lot, we're chill.
Do you see anyone down there?
Not that I can see. I'll get a closer look. I don't see anybody.
He's on the lower level of here. That's where the holes is. That's where there's usually a security guard.
And you think you'll see us going up here? It'll take like 5 seconds. Just be as quiet about. Look, remember last time? We literally walked down there. We were invis to that guy back there.
We can try.
Okay, let's go up. Let's try it. Get down. He's right in the center. Yeah. That's one security guard we know of. Oh my god. You guys, this is so stressful, you don't even know. This is the furthest we've got.
After noticing the security guard walking on the lower levels, the explorers cautiously started moving in the opposite direction to avoid any unwanted attention. For the next several minutes, they stayed hidden inside the room, trying to figure out their next move. They ultimately decided to go to the other side of the building to continue their exploration and also to move as far away as possible from the guards. During this time, they did hear some noises originating from the building, but they didn't think too much about them, given that they were relatively distant, and it did appear as though they were completely alone in that section of the mall. However, as they were exploring that area, that's when they encountered something once again.
$125 for each of these. Definitely not worth it. Did somebody go in here? I think that's the door security leaves out of. They're gonna get caught. That's crazy. What the hell? No, they were being loud as hell. No. Under them. I know. That's what I was trying to tell you. That's why I was saying don't go over it. I didn't know we were over here. Yeah. Did you get seen? I don't think so.
After noticing a different group of explorers walking through the building, the duo wisely chose to avoid interacting with them or even getting close to that section. This decision was primarily fueled by the fact that the other group was being extremely loud, which compromised both of their positions and could ultimately result in the duo getting caught by the security guards. The explorers then left that part of the mall and once again started walking in the opposite direction. For almost the next 10 minutes, they cautiously moved from one side of the building to another, and they fortunately didn't encounter anything unusual during this time. They then left that part of the building and decided to check out the upper levels. However, as they were walking through that section, that's when they made a chilling discovery.
It's an animal. There's no way people. You hear that? You hear people screaming. You hear them talking. That's scary. There's no way. Stay in here. Should we investigate or stay in it? I feel like we should stay in it. What is he saying? Can you hear it? I don't know.
As soon as the explorers heard the noises, they immediately started running and hid inside one of the rooms. During this time, they had realized that the security guards were on the same floor as them, as they could hear the guards talking with each other. For the next few minutes, they stayed hidden inside the room, all while they heard loud noises and voices getting closer to their positions. By this point, they had also realized that the guards were actively trying to find them, and they began to contemplate whether they should stay hidden inside the room or simply just make a run for it. They ultimately decided to leave the room and investigate their surroundings in order for them to figure out their next move. However, as soon as they walked out of that room, that's when they encountered something that completely changed the course of their exploration.
What the fuck is happening? I think it's multiple security guards like chatting.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Hey. Yo, he's full on chasing us, bro. Hey.
Close. We're chill.
Why y'all running? You was in here before, weren't you?
No.
Nah, no.
Yeah, you was.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you was.
We're willing to leave, man. We didn't do nothing.
Nah, you did. You broke in.
I didn't break in.
Yes, you did.
I'll show you the door.
No, I'm not showing you that. You broke in. Yes, you did. I promise you. It's criminal damage if you're in here. Goofy motherfucker, I've been security here for a year. You gotta be slow. Literally, you gotta be slow. Running ain't gonna get you nowhere, dumbass.
Where do we go? Which way? Which way? That way. Wait. This way. Fuck.
To the explorers' absolute shock, the security guard started chasing them and relentlessly pursued them until they got trapped inside a room. The guard then aggressively started confronting the explorers, which is understandable given that his job and purpose for being there is to protect the building. Fortunately, during this intense altercation, the duo spotted an open door and immediately made a run for it. They then, out of pure luck, trapped the guard inside a room, and they managed to escape the building without getting caught. Although this entire encounter could have gone wrong in numerous ways, but in the end it turned out to be the right course of action, as they successfully navigated their way out of this situation without being caught or arrested for trespassing or any other charges. In November of 2021, a YouTuber named Chuck uploaded a video titled "Scary Encounter at an Abandoned Mall" to his channel, Condition Orange. His channel is dedicated to urban exploration, and he often uploads footage of his adventures exploring various abandoned locations across the United States. In this particular video, Chuck, along with two of his friends, set out to explore an abandoned mall situated in New Orleans, Louisiana. As the explorers began their video, they initially walked around the property to locate an entrance. Unfortunately for the trio, they couldn't find any open doors or broken windows, and every time they found an opening, it merely led to another locked door. They then decided to descend to the parking lot to search for any possible entry point. However, as they were walking through that section, that's when they stumbled upon something extremely disturbing.
There's a way in here.
Is it flooded?
I don't know where it goes, but there's a way in. It's not flooded bad, no. I don't know how far it goes though. Yeah, we gotta look. Just looking. Hello? It's the elevator shaft. We might be able to come in here.
Okay.
What was that?
Nothing. We didn't do anything. What was that?
Are you serious?
No, yes, we're serious. We didn't do nothing. I heard it too. What was that? I didn't do that.
I don't know, but it was loud.
That sounds awful.
That was like in the building.
Yeah. I'd have been money up in there one time.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You heard that?
Yes, we keep hearing noises.
Sounds like a girl screaming.
Yep. Yep. That's what we heard when we were in there. Let's get the out of here. I don't like this.
As soon as Chuck heard the loud bang, he immediately exited the room to investigate its source. During this time, they heard a girl screaming from the top floor, which led the explorers to suspect that someone might be inside the building with them, and was responsible for the noises. For the next several minutes, they contemplated their next move, but given the loud bang they had just heard, and the sound of the girl screaming, they ultimately decided to investigate the source of the commotion. They then proceeded to the opposite side of the mall to enter the building. However, as they were approaching the entrance, that's when they encountered something once again.
I thought you were like, no, we didn't make it. I thought you were being sarcastic. It sounded like it was like maybe one floor up. Someone's here.
I heard something.
Yep, door's open to the main floor. How's it going?
Oh, hey,
Are we?
I'm Oscar. This is Chuck. We're just exploring, taking pictures of the old building. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah, we heard some noises. We were downstairs and like freaked us the f out. What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
We freaked the f out. I was like, what is that? We heard like a door screeching or something. So, and I cut myself on some rust. That was cool.
Who's that? Oh, that's your guy.
Luckily for the explorers, the individual that they encountered outside the building wasn't hostile or aggressive towards them. After their brief and friendly exchange, the trio began to make their way into the mall. For the next several minutes, they moved from one side of the building to another, and they thankfully didn't hear or see anything unusual during this time. They then left that section and decided to head towards the upper levels. However, as they were exploring one of the rooms, that's when they made a shocking discovery.
Yes, you're right. And what's so that isn't. So somebody just built that.
MREs, they're still unopened, part of it.
Place. You sit here, eat your dinner, and get high.
It's a nice bed.
I don't know, man. You're on your own on that one.
I mean,
It's pretty comfy, actually.
you wanna take a nap?
This is insane. This is what I want.
This is wild.
It's got Hideouts and
There was more than one person. Absolutely. Had to be.
yeah, it goes all the way up.
I mean, that's a big piece of galvanized steel, looks like.
Yeah.
It's been turned.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Sorry. Well, the needles are uncovered. Be careful around this table. Watch where you step and stuff.
Heroin.
Look at this. 100 milligrams of what?
G4910.
G4910. Yeah, citrulline hydrochloride.
Oh, it's to treat panic disorder.
So it's an anxiety medication.
Anxiety medication.
So it might be.
Huh. Look at that level.
All them needles.
Be careful where you step.
After the explorers entered one of the rooms, they discovered several signs confirming recent activity by squatters or homeless individuals. Disturbingly, when they stepped out of the room, they found a large quantity of illegal substances lying on top of a table. This detail is particularly alarming, especially considering that if the person using these substances was currently inside the building and were to encounter the explorers, they could ambush or attack the trio if they felt threatened or cornered. Recognizing the potential danger that they were in, the explorers decided not to explore the building further, and they wisely chose to end their exploration and leave the premises. However, as they were approaching the stairs, that's when they noticed an individual staring at them.
How's it going? Oh, you're back. With the shirt on this time. You got pants on too. He looks similar. Unless that was his brother. I don't know. Because the other guy in the truck looked similar. They might be twins. How's it going? Damn, you paint, dude? What you painting?
Oh, that's good.
That's awesome, though. So you guys put these here to like just slow people down, or?
I'll keep the dog.
Oh, okay, dog.
That makes sense.
Where's the barking?
Alright, man. Talk to you later.
Thanks for not being crazy.
Alright. So now we know why those things are.
Yeah.
Let us into his house to record.
Yeah.
Like for real, he was like, just make sure you
like
right here. He was just like, make sure you close the door behind you. I was like, yes, sir.
whatever you say. Wait a minute.
Fortunately for the explorers, the individual didn't pose any threat, as he was simply painting and was minding his own business. It even appeared that the man was sober and not under the influence of any substances, as he wasn't slurring his speech, and he spoke in a fairly respectful manner. And as for the large quantity of illegal substances that the trio had initially discovered, it likely belonged to a completely different person, who luckily wasn't present in the building. They then made their way towards the exit and managed to leave the building. Nonetheless, the explorers were extremely fortunate that day that both individuals that they encountered inside the building weren't hostile or aggressive towards them, and they managed to escape the potentially dangerous situation without sustaining any major injuries.